Praised be Jesus and Mary. In today's gospel, our Lord reminds us that before him we all have a responsibility. But this responsibility that we have differs. We have differing levels of responsibility according to how much each and every one of us has received from our Lord. And we will have to answer for neither more nor less than what has been given to us. Sometimes we're tempted to judge others and their responsibility, but we have to look at ourselves, how much we've received from our Lord, and how we answer, how we respond to those graces. Because to the surprise of his listeners in the gospel today, our Lord actually speaks of condemnation for those who received much and even accepted much. And he's speaking here of the Jewish people who did receive the law, who did receive the prophets, but who neither observed the law nor listened to the prophets. He speaks of condemnation for them, for those who didn't use their gifts responsibly. Lent is a good time to meditate on how much we've received and the responsibility that we have before the Lord. Because we thank our Lord for this vocation, we know we're called to imitate him, to imitate Christ. During Lent especially, to restore in ourselves that image and likeness of God within us that was deformed by sin. By imitating Christ in our thoughts, words, and actions, we're called to restore that image. And we also have the means of fulfilling this vocation. And we, each and every one of us, will have to answer for no more, but also no less than that. So we must make use of the means that we have of reaching this goal, namely the sacraments, especially frequent confession, Holy Communion, fervently received, preparing ourselves as best as we can and making the best, most fervent thanksgiving that we can, and an intense life of prayer, and especially I would point out an intense devotion and consecration to Our Lady, because if we stop and really consider our responsibility in the light of the greatness of the gift, it's crushing. It's a big responsibility. And we can only live up to it if we become like little children. If we show goodwill and perseverance and let Our Lady do the hard work, because this is the final concluding thought, we can say that we consider a child responsible if it does the little he or she can, and then entrusts its problems to its parents, if it's able to recognize things that go beyond its strength and turns to its parents for help. We would say that that's a responsible child, and we have to imitate that kind of attitude. We have to have that childlike attitude in ourselves. We have to do what we can and do it well, and then entrust ourselves to Our Lady, that she might transform us into Christ, despite however many times we fall. Getting up each and every time, we can do that. That's within our power. We can fall and we can get up just as many times as we fall, and then the rest we have to entrust to Our Lady, trusting that she will turn our goodwill and our perseverance to the good fruit of the perfect imitation of Christ, transformation into him. And our Lent will be fruitful, and we will fulfill our responsibility well that way. Praised be Jesus and Mary.